Hi, this is Claire again, and as I have said it, I want to start with you to explore the tarot cards. They were the cards that I started with when I started reading the cards. This was when I was a teenager, I think when I was about 13, so this is, it is 20 years ago. I started with tarot like many. I saw it, in my case, I saw it at my mother. She had cards, but at this time, the little booklet in the package of the cards often was the only information you had because, of course, the internet was non-existing. And it was also the case that in bookstores you didn't have an esoteric corner or something like that. There was, at least here in Germany, it was a topic that was for rather strange people. Esoteric was not so common like it is today. And so you had to learn a lot for yourself. And this was, on the other hand, it was helpful because you had to make up your own. Tarot has altogether 78 cards in one deck. So this is for some people a bit much. Yeah. For example, I did the videos on the Lenormand cards. These are 36 cards, and many people are a bit afraid of that there are so many tarot cards, that they are 78 and you have to learn all of them, and this would be very complicated. But in fact, it is not when you know the system of the cards. So I will try to give you in this video a first introduction in the core system of the cards, how they are built up, how they work. Many of you might know it. If you are interested in tarot, you will know all of this, but I want to start from the start so everybody can know everything, also the totally beginners. Yeah. So first of all, I have to mention the tarot consists of two big kinds of cards: the big arcana and the small arcana. Yeah. Let's have an example. The big arcana, you can see them. Wow, that's a bit light. You see them with the Roman numbers. Yeah, you also see them because of the design. In many decks, this is a Rider-Waite deck. You have here the description of the card. This is, for example, the High Priestess. We have here the Sun or the Hermit. I don't know how you spell it, with or without H. And here is the word, for example, and you always see the Roman number, and you see here the description in the traditional Rider-Waite deck. Yeah. There's also the Fool. I don't have him at hand, but he has an O above. But this is the only exception. He is also one of the big cards, so to say. And in tarot, these cards are often signs for big changes, for things in your life that are the big topics. This is not like going to the supermarket, shopping or things like that. This is big topics in life, big changes, or if there is no change, it is that this energy will go on in your life. It is like the kind of sun that is radiating on your life, or the kind of color you see the world through. Yeah, this is the big arcana. They are also the big shifts when the sometimes you might have encountered this too in your life. Everything seems to change. Your attitude changes. You have new interests. You have new hobbies. You are facing new challenges, for example, too. And then this would be a topic for the big ones because this is what they show. Yeah, and then we have the small arcana, and they are not complicated. They are the cards which are divided in the 4 elements. I have them here, so you can see. I will get next to the camera. Here we have them, and they are smaller, not in in the meaning that they would be meaningless, or you could say, here, for example, if you have in a reading some big and some small, you should not only concentrate on the big and see the small as it is not so important. Not. Because they are also important, but they are not the big shifts, so to say, the big energies that radiate your life, through your life, so to say. And first we have here the wands. This is, I have the aces here. There are always the cards 1 till 10, and then we have the knave, the knight, and the king and the queen. In Rider-Waite, there are other decks that have princesses and princes and things like that. There are very different interpretations. The tarot has inspired many artists and esoteric traditions, so this can differ. But the core structure is always the same. And the wands are the symbols of the element fire, and this is our willpower. It is our drive. You can, I think the word drive says it best. And we also have the drive on these cards here. You can see there are always those little leaves. And this means it is not dead wood. It is a living energy. It has power. It wants to grow. Yeah. Everything on the tarot cards has its meaning. This is a science for itself, as we call it in German. So it is not so easy if you want to go real in depth and want to know every symbol. But for reading the cards, you don't have to know every symbol. Yeah, this is not necessary. So after the wands comes the cups. And the cups are the element water, of course. This is obvious. And they are the emotions, they are our intuition. But on another level, if you ask for practical questions, they show how things flow or how they don't flow. Yeah? This is a very moving element. And then we have the swords. These cards are often a bit ambivalent. They are thinking cards. The sword is the element air, and air is the head, the mind. But sometimes they are also a bit cool because of that, and very sharp in their meaning. Yeah, this is the sword is not always a friendly sign, and these cards are not always friendly too. So here we come to the last, the pentacles. They are the symbol. There's very much light from there. They are the symbol of the element earth, and they are the practical things in life, the things you can touch. Yeah, the other cards are more about things in between the lines, so to say, or things of the mind, things of your willpower, as I have said it. But these are the things you can touch. The pentacles, yeah. This is about the body. It is about what you have, about your house, for example, about your money, about also your garden or your food or anything that is real life. This is the pentacles. Okay, everything you can touch and everything that makes life worth living also. Yeah, there are some cards about the home and the family and so on in these row of the cards. So this is very practical. So if you have a reading before you, you can see with the 4 elements. Yeah, just imagine you have a reading before you. You can see the mixture of the elements. Somehow, yeah, and you can of course see the big ones also, but it is like how the elements are in your life at this moment. Of course, this sounds very theoretical when you start to read the cards. It is not so theoretical if you go on and you have learned more, and then this will help you with the elements. At the beginning, you can let it aside first. Yeah, it is not so important. You could read the cards without knowing this, but it helps you a lot if you know it. Yeah, and to finish this, I want to give you also a little hint to find the right deck of cards, the deck that speaks to you, because this is most people start with a Rider-Waite, the classical one, but Of course, you can choose another deck. Important is that it speaks to you, that you have a feeling for the cards from the first moment on. And please don't just look if the cards are beautiful, because sometimes you have a very beautiful deck and it does not speak to you. It is just for meditation or to have joy, to see the cards, but not to read them. Actually, this is often the case with artist decks. They are wonderful, but really reading the cards and getting out something practical for your life can be very difficult from them. Yeah, so try this out. Look what. Have a look what looks good for you, but also try it out in practice, because not every tarot beauty is a speaking beauty, as I always say it. Okay, so this was my first introduction in the tarot cards, and we will go on with the next videos.